Hello, everyone. My name is Crow, and this is episode 3 of my All the Mods 9 to the Sky playthrough. So, in between episodes, the base is continuing to grow a little bit slowly but surely. And so, I just want to talk about a couple of changes that I made. First thing, I added a superheating element from Mechanism to my Porcelain Crucible. So now it goes at 60 times speed. Pretty easy recipe. I think it just needed a little bit of steel. Was able to do that manually using my ore hammer. I also, you can see I have a new backpack. And I also added a faucet from supplementaries onto the porcelain crucible, and so it will automatically fill in my stone barrel. Um, Also, that little farm I had going, it now has a ritual, tablet of harvest on it. And so the agronomic source link here, it creates source as things grow. And there's enough things growing here that it's actually a net gain on source. 65. And so it uses like 1% to tick everything, um, to harvest everything. And then because there's a waterlogged chest under here, it is pulling everything there. It should be a net gain. 64. We'll check back and see if make sure it's a net gain. It might not be. It looks like it's doing something weird with these melon slices. It should not be harvesting. It looks like it's actually harvesting these guys here, which I don't think it should be doing. I'm not sure about that. So it might be net negative because of those guys, because it shouldn't be harvesting these. We'll have to check back. We'll see. If it's not, it's close. I also made this machine here, but I kind of ran into a problem. So this is a fall-assisted crushing machine. It actually uses the changes to the crush glyph in Ars Calum. And Ars Calum, I think I mentioned before, is the skyblock from Ars Nouveau. So normally we just, crush tulips into dye and whatnot. However, because of these changes here, this is resource generation for the Ars Calum skyblock add-on. So most mod packs, you won't have this mossy or the cobblestone to gravel. You can still crush into gravel, but you won't get this extra byproducts. So you can get gold, iron, and raw crushing stone into gravel. You get, when you crush, oh, that's gravel again. When you crush into sand, you can get lapis, diamond, and flint. And then when you destroy sand, by crushing sand, you can get clay or redstone. So that's like the basic resource generation. Ars Nouveau doesn't really use a whole lot of like modded stuff as far as resources like ores or anything. And so that's kind of just really uses mostly the vanilla stuff. Anyways, back to the problem I had. So the problem is this turret here tosses a stack of things from the inventory beside it, shoots it up top. It hits the top there, at which point the spell turns back into the items because it can't go any further. Those items fall down, and it hits these two runes. And those two runes have this touch, crush, sensitive because it's an item, not the block, and then a bunch of AoEs, 7. So each of those runes does that. Because of that, I can do, let me just turn off my magnet here so I don't grab them. Boop, and it does 2 stacks. Or sorry, it does 1 stack. I already had the cobble in here. So it does 1 stack and 2 sand. So let's, oh, and another one here. Not bad, right? I got 21 iron nuggets, 31 gold nuggets, 10 raw copper, and then it turned that cobble into 62 gravel and 2 sand. It does that. It's weird, but basically the gravel doesn't get picked up fast enough. And so when you can kind of see it, it'll pop up a little bit. It pops up. And so that's when that second crush happens to turn that gravel into sand. So, I mean, it's only happening 2 at a time, so it's very possible for me to get the byproduct of the lapis, diamond, or flint, but because those are such small chances, I'm not really going to be getting those. Anyway, so my problem is, as you saw, everything just kind of falls on the ground. I don't have, because I have to use the sensitive glyph, I don't have the glyph space to add something to stick it into the chest, the pickup glyph. And so I want to use a magnet upgrade. I kind of want to use really want to use a magnet upgrade, but to do that, I need a pickup upgrade, which means I need a sticky piston, which means slime. I have no slime. And so this is done for now. Once I get a magnet, it'll all be working perfectly. So the next thing I made is this turret right here. So it uses conjure terrain, AoE, crush, break, and then pickup. And the idea is that it will create sand, break it, and then stick it into the adjacent inventory. However, just like this little machine here, I also have a problem with it. And I'll show you. So normally, the way spells work is that they go kind of in order, right? So this creates a projectile, it will conjure terrain, AoE, AoE, it'll make a 3x3, it will crush that 3x3, it will break that 3x3, and it'll pick up that 3x3 that was broken. However, because it's a program, then what this actually does in theory is that this break and this pickup don't apply to this group over here because it's going in order. So it's conjuring terrain, AoE, AoE, crush, and then it moves on to the next block where it will break and pick up. So if I'll show you here. Boom. So this, and so you see it did not work. It didn't break the sand. It broke the cobblestone behind the sand. And so that's not what we want. And actually, it does the same thing even if I am the one to cast it. Makes a nice 3x3, and that cobblestone is nowhere to be found. So we can actually fix that by using what's called the block shaping focus. This forces all those breaks and the pickups to apply to the original target of the spell. And I can actually create a turret that uses that same block shaping focus. However, the problem with that is my block shaping focus requires slime. So once again, we need slime. So we're gonna fix my slime problem. Oh, I'm 37. So this is net negative. I wonder, let's see if breaking these guys will fix it. All right, we'll see if that then becomes net negative or net positive on source. So there is a recipe for slime. However, it requires milk, and I have no milk. I have no cows. So what I want to do is I'm going to create another island. Probably go off in this direction here. I'm going to make a ritual. I have the ingredients here for a tablet of conjure island cascading. And so this will create a core. So it turns it into a ocean biome. And let me just dump off some of this stuff here. And so any ritual with ours requires the brazier, the tablet, and then these island ones require you to have a jar of source nearby. I just right click on it. And see, it ate all of that. And so you can see in the top right that we are now in a warm ocean biome. I'm going to get out of the way because sometimes it'll Yeah, oh, and so this is... Looks like we have a squid solution as well. And I wonder if I can just... Let's see. I wonder if I can snipe a squid. I do need an ink sac. I'll come back to that. But we have a new island. It comes complete with some archwood, some sugarcane, some coral we saw generate under there. And I'm just gonna make a pen for these animals we're gonna summon. All right, and I might die, but we'll see. So we're gonna use a gateway pearl, and so summons a gateway. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to fight different waves of enemies, and so they'll basically pop out and then come and fight you, usually like skeletons and zombies or whatnot. But so this one, if you hold shift, you can see the first wave is going to be 5 zombies, and then 5 spiders, and so on. And then these are the rewards you get. So if for completing the whole gateway, you get the 6 cows, 6 chickens, 6 sheep, and 6 pigs, which is really nice. And then everything else is just going to be like carrots, potatoes, apples, beetroot, cactus, sugarcane, bamboo. So this is like the way to start. Because this is this is an ocean, so it won't. I don't know if passive mobs will spawn here because it's an ocean. Alright, let's get rid of that baby. That did not go as planned. Okay. Like, I mean, my armor isn't terrible, but these guys keep setting me on fire. And I should have... Oh, shoot. I'm gonna fail this. I don't even know where this guy went. That almost killed me. So apparently I lost a zombie somehow. He was... Oh man, I bet he was probably in that water. Okay, well. That's the problem with gateways, because it'll tell you up at the top how many are left and everything, but it doesn't necessarily tell you where they are. Oh, I don't have any sticks left. I'm gonna make myself a diamond sword. Okay, so I'm starting a gateway. I had an embarrassing run with dying and being unable to complete this because the guys are so tanky, and I really don't have a great way to kill these guys. They're just too squishy. So. I did try a disintegration ritual from ours, and that did not work because the disintegration ritual doesn't count as killing, it counts as deleting. And the gateways do not like when you delete. So the problem is these guys had like extra health, extra speed, extra strength, damage. Just overall a real bad scene for somebody who's very squishy. Biggest concern is these guys in the armor. I can't. They're so tanky, I just can't like shoot through them fast enough. Yeah, that's kind of what happens. Might be a little bit close though. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's good. I take out these spiders. Oh, and here we go. Oh, man. Thank God. Okay. Well, that was, like I said, that was embarrassing. But the nice thing is that now I have the ability to get a, I can now get a milk. That was kind of the whole purpose of doing this, is to get the milk. Is milk equals slime. I'm gonna go get a, make sure I have, let these guys fall off the edge. Okay, I got 2 sheep, 2 pigs, 2 cows. So I gotta see, this cow is shiny, so I gotta kill him. Let's see what he gets me. Okay. Would you like to come play as well? Yes, yes you would. Okay. The shiny cow. Magnetize. You know, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with these ability totems, because they're free, and I did kind of want to avoid some of the more overpowered stuff, so it's a definite we'll have to wait and see. I'll keep them for now, but I'm not going to make any kind of decisions about it yet. Okay. Alright, so let's see what is the slime recipe? Slime in a barrel is water in a barrel and then adding milk. Perfect. And I do need 2, because I need a whole block for my... a whole block for the block shipping, and then I need like a sticky piston for something else. Extra, not an extra bucket. All right, perfect. so block shaping, I need a gold, a piston, a diamond, and a manipulation essence in a metal. Which means I need... I don't think I have a piston anywhere. Any blanks in here? Perfect. 3. Actually, I do have some over here. I'm going to need more than one. I will need another. I do need 2 pistons here. And what did I need the sticky piston for? Pickup? I already did that. Oh, a magnet upgrade, because I need this. Upgrade base and 3 redstone. And I do have a redstone. And what's an upgrade base? A bunch more iron. Yes. Very nice. Sorry. Raw stuff goes in here. And if and planks. All right. Oh man. That's the problem with having these extra islands out there. Very, very spawnable. So I just broke that bridge so they can stay over there, and hopefully that won't kill my animals. Okay. And let's get a pickup. And magnet I need. Another iron. 3 more iron. Alright, and now can I... Yes, just another gold and another diamond. I do have another diamond. Perfect. Okay. So now, with this in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to blacklist cobble. Right, I'm going to blacklist cobble. Will that work? Oops. I also need to have... Perfect. Did a little bit of source, and that was one shot. All right, wonderful. And now, so that is the cobble. So rather that is the, what does this guy got for me? I know that that can get some good gear. Like, and then, you know, strip off the enchants of everything, and that would be nice to do. Okay. And I'm just going to stick the gravel in here for now. I will come back to it later. And actually, I have this barrel over here. This is my EMC backup chest. Okay, so back to the focus of block shaping. Piston, slime, gold, diamond. Piston, piston, slime, gold, diamond. And a manipulation essence in the middle. And I happen to have manipulations right here. And there we go. So this will be the focus of block shaping. And if you remember, we'll go kind of see it again. That's right over here. So what we were doing is, the reason I did this is because this didn't work like it was supposed to, right? If I fired this here, it would make them, and it would make the 9 sand like it's supposed to, but then it would break that cobble. So now I'll throw on, there's a, oh, that's the, so now we'll try it. Throw the cobblestone, and now it breaks it. And as long as I have the source, or the mana, it'll keep up. Okay, so now, to replace this, oh, that probably, yes. So now to imbue this with the manipulation, I need 3 manipulation essence and the focus of block shaping in the imbuement chamber. And the imbuement chamber is this guy over here. I need 3 manipulation essence. And I usually organize these. Like this is the earth one, this is the fire one, this is the manipulation one, this is the water one. So I've kind of been going and going through. Oh wait, do I need, what was this? Oh, of course. I was like, wait a second, what is wrong? Ah. And it's going to take a while. But what I can do is I can give it some source. It will hurry it up. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned the insightful crystal. So this is the thermal crystal that stores XP. I have it on auto collect, which means that it will automatically collect all experience as I pick it up, which also means that if I die, because we have the tombstone mod, then I don't actually lose experience because it's safely in the it's safely inside there, and so it just basically the experience stays in my inventory. All right, so projectile, conjure terrain, AoE, crush, break, item pickup. All right, so this is going to be our test. So there's 1 in there. Oh, it did not work. Now, what did... It should work. Okay. I'm going to take a second and try and figure this out, because this was, I believe it was working in my test world, so let me take a second. Okay, so I have the turret. It definitely is not doing what exactly I want it to do. And because of this spell, I actually don't even need the special manipulation turret. So I will work on this further. But what it does is it casts a 3 by 3 sand, which then falls, and because this is a half slab, it just breaks automatically. So what I will be doing then is I'm going to go a little bit into create because I'm going to automate soul sand now. And hopefully I can, um, actually I haven't tried this part out. Hopefully this will work as intended. I guess we're going to try it out right now. I made an advanced item collector, so hopefully I'm just going to shrink the range of this a little bit. And this will only pick up sand. There, and so this should make 9 sand. And that is unfortunate because I'd like it to pick up all 9 of them. I don't want this happening. Okay. Yeah, this is a problem. All right, well, this works. Okay, so what I will probably have to do then is I will probably have to get into laser IO because that way I can pipe up here. The problem with the depots is that once they have anything on them, they won't take anything else until it's until what they have is completed. So this one will work, but it'll only work one at a time, which is unfortunate. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and finish crafting what I want to craft. Which is going to be an encased fan. And I need a soul sand. Do I have soul sand? I feel like I have soul sand somewhere. If not, I do now. And do I have a... Yes. Yes, I do. Alright, and this is just going to be a quick and dirty. I will make this look a little bit prettier later. Okay. Great can sometimes be weird with the way things have to be faced. see, and this is the right direction. Okay. And then I guess the question is this... And it appears to be working. All right. And that is soul sand, automated. If I do this right, then, I mean, this can do a stack at a time. So that, I guess, will be the kind of the end state that I'm looking for. I'll probably replace this with a timer turret, and it will, blast out 9 sand at a time. If I wanted to, of course, I can just make it bigger and bigger and bigger, because I have this. I have plenty of space for. I can put 1, 2, 3. I can put 5 more AOE's on this thing because I'm not using a spell to break it. That's the vanilla mechanic of half slabs breaking it. So, I mean, I can have a 7x7 of sand just breaking all at once, and that's totally fine. So that might be something I do, but this is a nice proof of concept that this works. This is what I will do. What I can do is once I have some power, then I can set this up on top of a flux hammer, and this will just feed directly into into the flux hammer for sifting, or sorry, not the flux hammer, into the flux sieve for sifting. So that's kind of the end state that I want to do. I didn't really want to, automate the barrels with pipes and witch water and whatnot. But yeah, that will. There's sand automated, and that way, actually, once I have like an actual storage system set up, this one will be sitting in there. If I make more sand than I process this way, then I can also maybe hook this up to a flux hammer and then put it into dust, and that will be how or I could just make another one of these things. These are, if I'm just using a regular turret, these things are super cheap. So maybe that would be my kind of solution, to have soul sand and dust side by side being sieved. I don't think there is any other real good way of making dust. So, well, I think that's about it. Wrapping up point. We did some good work, got into a little bit of create, got some good Ars Nouveau automation going on here. So next time, I think we will work more on resource generation and getting the igneous extruders going to generate like cobble deep slate and maybe some calcite and maybe I'll get some of the Zycraft extruders or extractors going, so we can start preparing for a bigger base build. And then I also work on a storage solution, because I kind of got like a hodgepodge of storage, not quite as chest monster just because of the big chests, but it's time to start thinking about a real storage solution. All right, well, thanks for watching. Go ahead and leave a comment down below, or if you have any tips or tricks, let me know. Thank you so much.